Hello everyone, I'm Tarun Kasik, and today in this video we will be discussing the strategy for clearing the SSB interview without coaching. So particularly we will be focusing on the correct strategy or correct method so that without taking the coaching or without referring any coaching institute we can prepare by self for this SSB interview. So as you can see on the screen, they are the four services of Indian Armed Forces like Army, Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard. So these are the SSB selection board available for Army, Air Force, and Navy, and for the Indian Coast Guard. Okay, so the first question comes to our mind whether we should take coaching or we should not take. Okay, so if you want to take coaching, there is no harm, but if you think from the coaching perspective, for example, there is a coaching academy and this is a classroom where 100 or more than 100 people are sitting, and there is an officer present who is giving the lectures. Okay, and that officer, and in SSB particularly, what actually happens, the personality of a candidate is assessed by the three different assessors, mainly GTO, psychologist, and entering officer. And the person, or for example, there is a psychologist who is teaching in the class. That person is not, you can say, evaluating these 100 people, those who are sitting. He will be giving you a generalized idea. So in that coaching, you will just came to know about the testing procedure, which type of test is, and which type of test is being conducted in the SSB. So you came to know only these type of things at the coaching institute. But if you do self study, then what you are required to do, then you have a very great time to do self introspection. If you have done a self introspection, then you know your not benefits, your strengths, your weak areas where you can improve. Okay, so that will give you much more bigger hand than the coaching. Okay, so I would say just refer the internet, just utilize the internet judiciously, and try to self introspect your qualities. Which quality do you really have? Okay, so now let us move further. So these are the four factors of assessing the particular candidate. The factor one is planning and organizing. Factor two, social adjustment. Factor three, that is social effectiveness, and factor four, that is dynamic. So now in SSB, there are 15 OLQs. Okay, so these 15 OLQs are divided in these four factor. Okay, planning, social adjustment, and effectiveness, and dynamic. Now in this planning and organizing, your mental strength, that from your mentally how much strong you are, how you think, how do you think, uh, what's your perception, how you imagine the thing. Okay, your intelligence level, so it shows your quality of head. Next, social adjustment means that quality of your heart. What does it means सोशल एडजस्टमेंट में आएगा कि आपके आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल, आपके नेबर में, आपके दोस्तों के साथ, फ्रेंड्स, योर नेबरहुड, योर फैमिली, मीन्स हाउ यू your cooperative nature. In short, your cooperative nature is being tested in this second factor, that is social adjustment. And next factor, that is सोशल इफेक्टिवनेस. सोशल इफेक्टिवनेस, जैसे कि एसएसबी के अंदर एक ग्रुप होता है 10 कैंडिडेट का. ओके, एज इन एसएसबी द ग्रुप कैन बी 10 to 15 कैंडिडेट, इट मे वेरी. सो इन 10 to 15 number of candidate, you must show your quality that your group will put you as their leader. You will not say that I'm your leader, but your group will say that this person XYZ and so this person is our leader. So that will make much more sense. आप खुद ये नहीं कहोगे कि मैं लीडर हूँ, लेकिन आपका जो ग्रुप है, ग्रुप ही जब ये कह देगा कि यस दिस XYZ पर्सन इज माय लीडर, so that will make much more sense rather than saying कि आई एम द लीडर ऑफ दिस ग्रुप. ओके, सो जब ग्रुप वाले कहेंगे कि दिस पर्सन इज अवर लीडर, वो अच्छी बात है. ठीक है, सो दिस शोज योर सोशल इफेक्टिवनेस कि आप अपने ग्रुप के अंदर कितने इफेक्टिव हो, कि ग्रुप ने आपको नॉमिनेट किया या नहीं किया. दैट शोज That shows your social effectiveness. And number 4, that is dynamic, means your physical strength, your courage, your determination. All these factors are determined by this 4 factor. Okay, so whenever you give your interview, ठीक है, these 4 factor: planning, social adjustment, social effectiveness and dynamic. So you must be an all rounder. All these 4 factor must be there in your answer whenever you give the answer related to anything. Okay, these 4 factor must be there in your answer while writing, while speaking and while doing, because in the next screen we will be showing. So this is the Prism concept of SSB, where you will be testing by 3 different assessors, as I told you. That is GTO, that is entering officer, and that is psychologist. That is karma. GTO means karma. Karma means doing. On physical ground we will be doing some obstacles, we will be crossing some obstacle. ठीक है, so we will be doing. एंड मनसा मीन्स मन से, कि हाउ वी थिंक, कि अपने जो मन है, हमारा जो मन है वो कैसे सोचता है. दैट विल बी टेस्टेड बाय साइकोलॉजिस्ट ऑफिसर. नेक्स्ट इज वचन, कि आपके वचन कैसे हैं, हाउ यू स्पीक. ओके, हाउ यू स्पीक एंड व्हाट यू स्पीक. सो दीज आर द 3 टाइप, कि आप कैसा परफॉर्म करते हो, हाउ यू डू, हाउ यू स्पीक और व्हाट यू स्पीक. ठीक है. एंड नेक्स्ट लास्ट इज मंशा, कि आपके मन में विचार कैसे हैं, आपकी थॉट प्रोसेस कैसी है, आप करते क्या और बोलते क्या हो. दीज 3 थिंग्स आर टेस्टेड बाय द ऑफिसर्स, बाय दीज आर टेक्निक्स. ओके, so this is the, so in this particular lecture we will be not solving, we will be discussing only the first day of SSB, that is screening test. So this is the arrival day of the candidate at the SSB. So this is the testing officer, or you can say duty officer. That can be the rank, that can be of a rank of subedar. Okay, he will be giving the guidelines that show your call letter or your application form, your roll number, whatever. Okay, so people will be sending, candidate will be standing in this form. So this photo is of Allahabad board. ठीक है, now let's proceed. During the opening address, the GTO of the board or the will come, and he will give you the opening address on the behalf of the president of the selection board. And after that, you are required to fill some form. The form will be PIQ. If you are coming for the first time to the SSB, then you are entitled for the TA, that is traveling allowance. And traveling allowance can be taken for the 2 entries, that is for short service commission and for the permanent commission once in a life. Okay, and after that your documentation will be there. Okay, documents will be verified, your original mark sheet, everything will be tested. And after that you will be allotted a chest number, and and then your chest number will be saying everything about you, and you are not required to say anything. So this is one of the form which you have to fill on the first day, that is PIQ form. This look like this look like that. And will be we will be I will be giving much more emphasis on this PIQ when we will be discussing the interview strategy. Okay, so this SSB testing schedule we will be discussing now. The SSB schedule will be in the 5 days, that is screening test, psychology test, and GTO 1, GTO 2 and conference. That is the final date, that is the final result day, that will tell you whether you have crossed the SSB or you are failed. Okay, so I do hope that you will be definitely going to clear after watching these videos. Okay, so in this particular video we will be discussing on the day 1 process, that is screening test. So this is the SSB stages, that is stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 consists of these 2 tests, that is intelligence test and picture perception test. So we'll be discussing intelligence and picture perception in this particular video, and I will make subsequent different videos for these tests: psychology, GTO and interview. Okay, now come to the first test of the day 1, that is intelligence test. So it's a very simple test, that can be that this is called as OIR. Somebody says it's overall intelligence rating and someone says it is officer intelligence rating. चाहे कुछ भी हो, overall हो या officer intelligence rating हो. अब होता क्या है इस टेस्ट के अंदर, there is a reasoning test, and reasoning test consists of simple logic and reasoning. And the time there will be 2 tests of this intelligence test, there will be 2 tests. Okay, so, each test will be of 20 to 25 minutes will be given, and the number of questions will be 40 to 50 questions will be there in each test. And which type of questions will be there in the test? The question will be simple words, number and symbols will be there. And in the normal, in non-verbal, you will be finding some figure and design, like for example, this is the figure, four figure, 1 2 3, then find this fourth figure, or complete the series, complete the sequence. Some simple reasoning question will be there. Okay, and you can practice it from the internet. You can download the OIR test from the internet, just google it and you will find many questions, and just do the practice. The most important test of the day, that is PP and DT, which decide that whether you are going to stay for the remaining 4 days or you are sent back on the first day itself. So that is PP and DT. So PPDT means picture perception followed by the discussion test. ठीक है DT. So in this, the picture will be shown you for the 30 seconds, and after that a story is to be written in 4 minutes, around 100 to 125 words. So after that, when you written, then the group will be made of 15 to 20 candidates will be there in the group, and after that individual candidate will require to narrate his own story within 1 minute. And after that, when everybody in the group has narrated their story, then there will be group discussion among the 20 to 50, 20 to 15 to 20 candidates for the 15 to 20 minutes. And after that, the group will come to a common group story, and anybody voluntarily can give out the common group story. Okay, so we can see this PPND, it's a miniature tat. So what is that? We'll be discussing in the next lecture. Or you can say lecturate and group discussion. And candidate is assessed by the all the three assessors, and these are the strength of the group. It may vary. So this is the PPDT page. This is the answer sheet which you will be getting in the SSB, where you will, in the first portion of this, you are required to fill your details like your name, chest number, batch number, entry date, and your age. After that, there you find a square box. This is the square box. This is the square box, and their word is action. So in the square box, you can see some details like in circle, and the details in the form of a dot. So this is a sample photo. I'm giving you which type of photo can be there, or for image can be there. There's a door, and there's a old lady standing there, and a lady is lying on this bed, and a doctor is sitting over there. ठीक है, ये स्टोरी है. तो इसके अंदर तीन तीन कैरेक्टर हो गए. So what we will be doing, so we will be putting all these details of this character, one character, second character, and the third character. All these character will be in the square box. So this is the first character, this is the second character, and this is the third character which we will be showing. So we will not make any circle, we will just put a dot, and the detail like male है तो male है, female है तो we will write down F. If we cannot identify, then we will be writing P, that stands for the person. Okay, so for every character we are required to show the three details: male, female, or any person. These are the first detail, that is the gender of the character. After that, age, that in the numerical, that is 20, 40, 50, anything that can be. And the last is mood, that the mood can be positive, just plus sign. The mood can be negative, the mood can be neutral, just put 0 for that. We are required to give these three details. Okay, after that there is a word written, that is action. So action, in the action part we are required to write down what actually being happening in this photo, in this picture. Okay, some drama is going on, some rescue operation is going on, some dancing, some singing, some competition, some enjoyment is going on. What is going on in the picture we have to write down in the action part. After that there is what is story, so we have to write down the story in this portion. Okay, so after completing, this test is over, and after completion we will be moving to the next test, that is DT, that is discussion test. So this is how these three assessors, assessor number 1, 2, 3, these assessors will be sitting like that, and the candidate will be sitting like this. Okay, and everybody will be narrating their story in 1 minute, and after that the group will be uh, reaching or making a common group story after by doing the discussion, and the time will be 15 minute or 10 minute, it vary. Okay, so this photo is of Allahabad board. You will be finding the Allahabad testing center like this. These are the chairs which you will be finding in the Allahabad, and this is the place where you will be doing your group discussion for the stage 1 testing. Okay, so this is all for this particular lecture. I will be discussing the psychology portion in quite detail in the next lecture. So thank you for watching this video.